Hey guys, it's Nina and today I'm going to be showing you my TBR for this summer. So long time no see. It's been about, 2 months since I've uploaded a video? Sorry about that. School's been kind of crazy, you know, I had finals, I had a lot of just stuff going on. Wasn't really reading much of anything. The only thing I've read in the past 2 months have been my 2 Biblio Squad book club books, and that is it. So we're gonna wait on a wrap up for now. But yeah, I'm just gonna give you guys a broad TBR of everything that I hope to read this summer. So long story short, I have a full-time internship for the summer lined up in DC, which is where I go to school, so I will not be at home. And you would think that I wouldn't get a lot of reading done this summer because I'm gonna be working full-time, which is really intimidating to me if you haven't noticed already. But possibly the most fun thing that I'm so excited for this internship is the fact that I have an hour-and-a-half commute on the metro every day to and from my workplace. So, you know, that's gonna be horrible, but it'll give me a lot of time to read. So I guess it's okay. So hopefully I will get through almost all of the books that I'm going to show you, plus some other ones, because, you know, we've got Booktubeathon and other things going on during the summer, so this isn't a set in stone TBR, but these are all the books that I really want to get to, that are the top of my TBR. Also, before I get started, a slight housekeeping note. I'm going to BookCon, which is next weekend. I'm so excited. So yeah, if you're going, let me know. I want to meet up with people because I'm not actually going with any group of people, so once I get there I want to meet up with as many different booktubers, book people as possible. So let me know down below if you guys are going and we can all meet up and have fun and take pictures and stuff. It'll be great. It's my first time going. I'm so excited. But anyway, let's get to the TBR. So the first 2 books that I have to get to this summer kind of go together, the first of which is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare, because obviously I'm a huge Shadowhunter fan. I have to read this. This is already out. I haven't bought it yet, but I need to do that this week. But before I do that, I still need to get 2 Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy, which is that series of short stories that takes place after the Mortal Instruments but before the Dark Artifices. And technically I was supposed to read this before Lady Midnight. Didn't do that because I was waiting for the physical bind-up to come out. I really want to read this before I read Lord of Shadows, and this is probably going to be the first thing that I dive into this summer. And right away we're jumping in with a 600-page book, and then Lord of Shadows I also assume is going to be 600 or 700 pages. So starting off strong. The next book that I want to get to this summer is City of Saints and Thieves by Natalie Anderson. This I am currently reading. I'm about 100 pages in. I actually set this down so I could read Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J Maas because, of course, as soon as I got my hands on that I had to read it. But this is pretty good. I'm kind of enjoying it. I mean, it's fine so far, but I've started it, so I really do need to read this. I just hope that this isn't that book that I'm gonna keep pushing it off because ACOWAR, then Lord of Shadows, and all these other things are coming out this summer. So I really hope that I do actually finish this because that would be a shame if I didn't. But this basically follows a girl in Kenya, and her mother was murdered about 5 years ago when she was young, and she's basically re-diving into that mystery and trying to unravel all these things surrounding how her mother died and who killed her and all those interesting things. It's supposed to be a thriller, I think, but right now it's kind of paced more as a mystery, so we'll see about this one. Then the next book that I have is also one that I am currently reading, and that is Love and You by Gretchen Gomez. And if you guys don't know, Gretchen is actually / was a booktuber. She used to be one of my close friends here on BookTube, but then she sort of transitioned more to writing blog posts instead of making videos, but I will leave all of her information down below if you're interested. But basically this is a poetry collection by her, and I've read about half of it and it was really good, but poetry just is not my thing, so I don't know. This is one of those things where I can sit down for an hour and just read it, but I think just the pressure of knowing that I know who wrote this and that need to like it and all of that is kind of coming on my shoulders. So I just haven't picked this back up and read the second half of it, but I need to do this at some point this summer because it's so easy. I just need to do it. The next book that I want to get to this summer is at least the next Harry Potter book, because throwback to earlier this year when I started reading the Harry Potter series for the first time, because yeah, I haven't done that ever. But if you remember, earlier this year I read the first and second Harry Potter books, and I haven't picked up the third one at all yet. That just shows you how busy I've been. Not gonna lie, I don't even know what the title of the third one is off the top of my head, but I do remember a lot of this movie even though I haven't seen it in years, because this is the one with Umbridge and she's got like all her pink, and there's like drama with McGonagall and they write the things and it like writes on their hands the like I will not tell a lie, and there's the stuff with the, what are those blue things called? Patronus. This is the one where Patronuses get introduced in like Dumbledore's army, and like I know that there's a lot that happens in this book, and I'm excited because I remember this one very clearly. Not the book, but the movie. So I'm interested to compare them and rewatch it and, you know, all that. All the stuff that I've been talking about for months. So this summer I will definitely be reading the third one, hopefully also the fourth / maybe fifth one. I don't know, we'll see how my progress with these goes. The next book that I'm definitely going to be picking up this summer is The Flame in the Mist by Renee Ahdieh. This is going to be our Biblio Squad book pick of the month for the month of June, and our live show is going to be on July 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Renee Ahdieh, as you guys may know, is the author of The Wrath and the Dawn, which is a duology, and I personally have not read that series, and I've heard mixed things, but like wearing on the side of good. But I'm still really excited to pick up this one because I do want to try a Renee Ahdieh book, and I think trying her new one will be a really cool way to get introduced to her work. And you know, me being me, I don't know what this book is about, but it's Renee Ahdieh. And it's fantasy, I think. I just really like going into books blind, so we're gonna roll with it. So that was our Biblio Squad pick for June, and our pick for July is going to be The Crown's Fate by Evelyn Skye. This is the sequel to The Crown's Game, which our book club actually read back in December, I want to say. And I will leave our live show down below if you want to see it, but I absolutely love The Crown's Game. It really took me by surprise. Like, I was expecting good things, but it was a lot better than I thought it would be, and I loved it. We left the first one on such a cliffhanger, so I'm just so excited to read this one. I cannot wait. And we do not have a live show date for this one yet, but I will leave that information down in the description once that is available. And then as for our Biblio Squad book pick of the month for the month of August, that is still under the wraps. Like, I'm 90% sure we've agreed on what book we want to do, but I don't know if we're announcing that to the world yet. So that will be down in the description once it's official, but for now, not gonna reveal that. You gotta stay tuned and follow us on Twitter. And the last book that I am definitely putting on my TBR for this summer is going to be American Gods by Neil Gaiman. This book is kind of for completely different reasons than any of the other ones. Basically, one of my friends from college has been reading this recently and absolutely loving it, and then another one of my friends from college picked it up, and it's just like, I don't know, I just haven't read a lot of books recently because people in my personal life have recommended them. Like, it's mainly been driven by BookTube, which is a good thing, but I think it'll be really nice to like step back and read something that all of my friends in my personal life are reading. The only book by Neil Gaiman that I've ever read is Coraline, which I'm not really gonna count because I read that when I was like 10 and it terrified me. And it was really good, but like I wasn't paying attention to like his writing or anything like that. So it'll be nice to read like an adult book by Neil Gaiman because I've heard such good things about him. So that is it for my TBR for the summer. Obviously this is up for change. Like, most of these books I'm definitely going to be reading, but I will hopefully be reading more on top of this. Like, I do want to read at least a few comic books, I want to get to some audiobooks, and also this summer is BookTube-a-thon, so I'm sure there'll be fun challenges for that I hope I can participate in, because working full-time is really intimidating and I won't be at home for that, but we'll see. I really want to. And that's it for this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe, and let me know down below what you guys are planning to read this summer, what you've been up to lately, because again, I've been completely MIA. You guys should see my watch later playlist. It's getting kind of insane, not gonna lie. But that is it, and I will see you guys later with another video soon. Bye!